Next, he comes with his own model of cultural analysis, and that model is called as dominant, residual, and emergent. Raymond Williams says that culture evolves through these three phases. Or in any culture, in any society, there are three aspects of the culture. One is the dominant culture, the other is the residue of the past or the culture which was overtaken by the dominant culture, and emergent is the oppositional culture. Now a society has got these three ingredients or three aspects, where one aspect is dominant, the other is emergent or oppositional, and between dominant and oppositional there is third part, which is residue. Residue consists of the practices of that culture which was destroyed by the dominant culture, or it was that culture which was later overtaken by the dominant culture. Now what is dominant culture? Dominant culture is the culture which is accepted, recognized and followed by general public. It includes the intentions, the activities, the practices of general people, and nobody would oppose those practices. And Raymond Williams follows the pattern of Louis Althusser's ISA, ideological state apparatus, and he says that the activities or the practices of the dominant culture are made prevalent, are made stronger by the institutions like educational institutes. Now the educational institutions would not only recommend the practices of the dominant culture, but they would also make all efforts to keep them alive, to keep them in good health, so that the general public does not feel disgusted from those practices or activities. So that is dominant culture. It is easily acceptable, and the power or the force in power, or the party in power, or the organization in power who looks after this dominant culture makes every effort that the emergent does not appear quickly. So that is dominant culture. For example, any culture of a particular time period which is easily accepted and practiced by the general public would be dominant culture. And there is another aspect of the culture which is residue. What is residue? These are the practices, intentions, feelings, customs, traditions of the past culture which was destroyed by this dominant culture. So what does dominant culture do? It makes space for those activities, because these activities which form the residue of this dominant culture are considered to be the strong practices or strong portions, strong aspect or part of the past culture. So naturally, this dominant culture will have to give space to those feelings, to those practices, to those intentions, and that is done deliberately by dominant culture. Dominant culture allows these, practices to continue, because if he does not allow these practices to continue, they may become emergent or oppositional, and once they become oppositional, there is high chance that this opposition, if it grows stronger, the dominant culture will become weaker and the emergent culture will become dominant in time to come. And this residue is a kind of practice, जो follow करती है जियो और जीने दो वाला concept, which means that you have a culture of your own which you propagate, which you support, which you want to make prevalent or want everybody to make, and we have got our own way of living. Let us follow our way of living and we'll let you follow yours. हमें हमारी तर्ज पे जीने दो और आप अपनी तर्ज पे जियो. ये है रेजिड्यू और डोमिनेंट के बीच का रिलेशनशिप. अपोजिशनल नहीं होता है. ये कहता है कि भाई हम हमारे हिसाब से जिएंगे, तुम तुम्हारे हिसाब से जियो. उसमें कभी कंफ्लिक्ट डेवलप नहीं होता है. But then there is third aspect of culture which Raymond Williams discusses in this base and superstructure, and that is of emergent. Now, there are some practices, or there are some people, some organization who are not happy with the activities and practices of the dominant culture. They have got their own method of living, own ideology, so they want to impose that ideology on others. So they would be saying like कि देखो हमें तुम्हारा way of life पसंद नहीं है, हमें हमारा way of life है, लेकिन हम चाहते हैं कि जो हमारा way of life है वो तुम भी follow करो. So that is a situation where opposition between dominant and emergent grows. Here, if Raymond Williams says that when such a situation grows, अगर dominant clever है, sharp है और understand करता है इस opposition को जल्दी, what he would do, he would allow that emergent to become residual. आप समझते हैं, जिस तरह से डोमिनेंट ने रेजिड्यू को जगह दी थी कि भाई तुम भी अपनी प्रैक्टिसेस करते रहो, इसी तरह से अगर चालाकी के साथ डोमिनेंट यहां पे काम करे तो वो इस एमर्जेंट को भी अपने अंदर इंक्लूड कर लेगा. लेकिन अगर इस डोमिनेंट ने वहां पे शार्पनेस नहीं दिखाई, चालाकी नहीं दिखाई, अकल से काम नहीं लिया, तो दिस एमर्जेंट विल बिकम ऑपोजिशनल. And once this oppositional character of the culture grows stronger, evidently in time to come जो dominant है वो अपना ground lose कर सकता है. और अगर ये dominant अपना ground lose कर लिया तो ये जो emergent है ये emergent जगह ले लेगा dominant की. Now this emergent aspect of the culture will become the dominant culture, and the strong practices of the dominant culture will become the residue, and these residues will continue to be followed in this new emergent or in this new dominant. Now this is how Raymond Williams would tell us कि culture का evolution कैसे होता है. How does a culture evolve? It evolves that there is a dominant culture, then this dominant culture grows weak and the emergent culture becomes stronger. Now this strong hold of the emergent culture will destroy the dominant culture and will take the place of dominant culture, and the strong practices of the dominant culture will become the residue which will be allowed by the new dominant. So the culture keeps on evolving, and then against this new dominant there would be another emergent, and if that emergent is not allowed to find a space in the dominant, that new emergent will become oppositional and the old dominant will become weak and the new dominant will come into existence. Now that was Raymond Williams' way of analysis of culture or evolution of culture, and that was our lecture on base and superstructure by Raymond Williams. I hope that this lecture was helpful for you and you were able to understand base and superstructure by Raymond Williams. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe at Your Academy. For more interesting stuff, keep watching Your Academy.